Hello, party people. I don't have my usual headset situation set up today, but I'm going to give this a shot anyway because it's been a long time since I've done any kind of videos. So I'm doing one today. I made some changes and I just thought I'd go over it because Halloween is now over and I can go back to doing my hobby stuff. You heard my dog, my new doggo crying. Where are you? He's wondering what the heck is going on. This is Buddy, 11 years old, new acquisition. Hi, Buddy. One sec. So funny. So, yeah, I switched some things around. Sorry about the creaking of my stool here, but I had the shipping area over here originally, and I was kind of doing some thinking about it, and I said, well, if I have the shipping area over here, I can't do a whole lot of different shipping kind of situations, switching back and forth with just one track going in. So I said, well, why don't I move this guy, this house, this train building, move it out, just sacrifice it, and place the new shipping area here. So essentially what I'm going to have is, God, this stool. I'm going to have the shipping area here, and I'll be able to switch back and forth between these tracks. And I also have this track here, which is just clutter right now, but I'll be able to move items like this over to this track and have a nice little switching puzzle action going on, unloading, loading. And they also have the factory there, which is working out pretty well. So I think that's going to be locked. We'll see. Industrial area here. Right now I have this little station area in here. Meh, don't know if that's going to stay. It might just be innocuous. We'll see. I started working on a background. I was going to do a Photoshop background and have it printed. And then I said, well, you know what? I've seen a lot of really nice painted backgrounds. Maybe I'll take a shot at that. See how it turns out, and if it fails, then I'll do a printed background. But I'm going to try that. So essentially all these places where I have, let's see if I can zoom in. I have, I have streets running off here. I'm going to charcoal in areas, excuse me. I'm going to charcoal in areas on the background here and the farm area and all that. Then I'll remove all these modules because these are all modules in here. Let me zoom back out. All these are lift out modules in the back. So I'll remove all those guys. And then before I do a lot of heavy work here, I'll go in and give it a shot. Just fire in some very impressionist painting items. Same for the harbor area. And just see how it goes. Because it's, the blue is fine. If I just had some hazy mountains and some roads and the like, it might be enough to just carry on the effect, because this blue background has worked. It's better than this awful wood paneling. So if it works out, great. And if it doesn't, I'll go back to my my idea about printing something, but I might save hundreds of dollars. Who knows? So we'll see. Tunnels. I was going to do a tunnel. I had a dream. I basically have been listening to Model Rail Radio and the Model Railroad Hobbyist podcasts, trying to get to sleep. And I think what that does is it puts a bug in my head for dreaming. And so I was dreaming about tunnels. I was dreaming about all sorts of stuff. So I was going to put a tunnel in here, but it was just getting a little sketchy. The thing is, I want to be able to see over the hill. This is Temple Hill. I want to be able to see over that to my shipping area in the back. And this is going to be my elevator and all that. But as you can see, if it gets much higher, I'm not going to be able to see much. And so I was going to have to raise the whole thing up to put a tunnel in here, and it was getting all sketchy. And I was like, you know what? No tunnel there. But over here, I thought, well, what if there was a hillside here? And there was a tunnel here that went from about here around to about here. And then this could be a little kind of under tunnel for autos and whatnot. And then there'd be a wall of kind of mountain here. Might be kind of cool. So I was going to play around with that, see if that would work. That might work. So that's another thing that I've been playing around with, this mountain thing. This is not staying. I'm selling that. I've started putting in like base kind of foam core, kind of, this is going to be landmass, this is going to be landmass. And so there's going to be a road that comes through here. The road goes underneath this bridge over here. And then on this side, coming around here, there's going to be a little parking area for Temple Hill and some walkways going up for the temple. Okay, buddy, I see you. And so Temple Hill's going to be there. There's going to be some nice walkways for, you know, wheelchair accessible to get up there. The elevator for the harbor area is going to be here. I have to finagle some of this. I'm really losing a lot of harbor area, and I'm kind of trying to think that through, because I really liked having the water and the boats and everything, but just space-wise with this loading area here, it's getting a little tight, but it might work out. I'm gonna take a little chunk of this part out over here, and this is all going to be water here, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. I really liked having the water, but we'll see. So that's on deck. And then excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I've also started playing around with the tram area. This is going to be all tram, and I'm still thinking about having it embedded in the roadway, so that would be kind of cool. And then start fitting in houses and streets and all that, so that's a whole big thing. And then of itself, man, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's just a lot of work. Because I'm planning on covering all this with plaster paper towel essentially, and making hillsides that this is going to be on. That's another thing that I wanted, to have this hillside with like a lot of this kind of grassy, bushy area on there. But just playing around with that, it's also has to support the city area. So I think I have to move a lot of this stuff out a little bit. This is fine. But if I'm going to do that hillside area, I'm thinking about redoing this whole area for the tram, because I got to move it out a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. It might only take a little bit of moving, maybe a little finagling here. Taking this out a little bit, bringing everything this way. We'll see. But yeah, it's exciting, but it's so much work, and I do have minor regrets here and there, because I was doing the stuff that I love doing, which was the detailing and creating these little situations, these little like scenarios of people talking and all these kind of things, and I was really getting into that. And now I've taken a giant step back, and I'm just trying to get back to that point where I can start doing the stuff that I really enjoy, which is that level of detailing, the little interactions and the cars and the buildings and all that. That's what I really love. And so I'm really desperately trying not to rush it, but it's getting to that point now where it's just like, okay, I got to start firing stuff in and getting some areas where I could just start populating and getting buildings back on and everything else. So big thing. But taking deep breaths, trying my hardest not to rush it. I'm really liking this layout. It's I've been playing around with it. I'm able to swing around here. I have the station here that's working out great. I have the yard area that's working out great, and I'm able to take trains from the yard, run them around to, you know, the harbor area, park them, shut off that track, and then have the, you know, the commuter stuff go through, the high-speed rail go through. That combined with the tram stuff, it's been great. I ordered some new trams, and we'll see how that goes. I haven't had much luck with the trams. I had the Kato Port Tram ages ago. It was the first thing I got, and it ran so smooth and so great. I loved it, and I have not found a tram that runs that smooth since. This Whoa. This Kato guy, it just doesn't run very well. I think I screwed up. I should have not purchased it because I had a chance to see it run. This Centram, it's fine. It's also not a big runner. And this, shoot, drawing a blank. But it's also, it's fine, but it's not super smooth. So yeah, I'm giving Tomitech a try. Tomitech engine with the tram. We'll see if that works out better. But yeah, it's weird. Kato stuff has been working great for me, so I'm gonna stick with that. So anyway, that's the update. Moving along, I'm hoping that I'm gonna basically kind of plan ahead, get things kind of fired in. I'd like to get this background done, but I'd also like to get things to the point where I could actually start firing stuff in. So the big thing right now is getting plaster on this stuff, plaster here, plaster on all the points, get the track locked down, and then I can start firing stuff back in, bringing stuff out of boxes, just putting stuff in and juggling around again, which is what I enjoy. Hoping to do that this holiday season, but we got already busy for Thanksgiving time, so maybe around Christmas time I'll take some additional time off, maybe spend a couple of days doing this and get it up to snuff, so we'll see. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will talk with you soon. Yay. Okay, buddy. Okay. Are you done? Are you done with train stuff? Buddy's done with train stuff. Buddy's an old man in need of a lot of attention, so we're going to wrap it up. Say goodnight, buddy. Bye, all.